once you're having that conversation with that kid, what are you looking for?
I like the enthusiasm. They got to be enthusiastic. I want everything to be about, he got to ask me questions. I think a lot of them don't have girlfriends because some of them can't communicate well at all. I'm talking about no conversation pieces. Just like you just said, you just hit it on the head. It's yeah, uh-huh. Well, I don't know. I gotta ask my mom. No, like, okay, well, what you want to study? Well, I haven't really thought that far. Well, I think when you get on the phone with a coach, especially if the head coach calls you, if I make a phone call to you, trust me, because most of the time I'm going to trickle it down to somewhere else. But if
Yeah.
I call you, I'm trying to get to know this. It's going to be the make or break of a deal. Because if I'm not comfortable with you, regardless of how good you are, and I don't feel like you gonna represent me, there's things I gotta get you to do. You gotta go on a guest appearance with people. They may want you to come and speak. They may want you to be in the public relation class. And if you can't speak well, or you can't sell me on why I should give you $39,000 to go to college, then I don't really believe that you really want to go to college.
It's so true, man. It's so true. And that's why we really pound and pound. Like what we do with them is we give them, here are questions that coaches will ask you. Here's questions you need to be able to ask the coach. Then we get on the phone with them and we just role play it. We practice it with them. How you answer this question, how you answer, so that by the time they do get on a phone with the coach, they're like, let's go. Like, I'm ready to go. You know what I
We
mean?
try to
And
go informal. We try to be like homeboys. Hey, buddy, how you doing? How's classes going? It was a good day outside. I mean, we talk about anything that we could talk about to get you to talk. And a lot of times you can really, if you've done your homework, you kind of know where he comes from, a little bit of his family, his background. Did the parents go to college? Does he come from a
yeah,
parent household? We know those things before we pick that phone up and call. But a lot of kids need to rehearse themselves in the front of the mirror. I know it's hard for a kid that's 16, 17, 18 years old. He gets on the phone. He's about to panic. I can imagine. I'm only at the smaller level. I'm at D2. Can you imagine it when Lane or somebody call you or Coach Saban, you might hang the phone up on them. Even at our age, you might be like, quit playing with me. That's the difference. But these kids sometimes have to really, really understand that it's just as nervous for us to pick the phone up because we don't want to be rejected either. So it's kind of like you don't want to be like, the guy get on the phone and you just like, I got to make this jump. I got to make this phone call to this kid. He's a great linebacker. Let me see if I can connect with him. And when you get off the phone and you don't feel like you connected with them or you don't feel like they had no interest in you, it becomes real hard to pick the phone up and call them again.
Parents of high school football players, you're probably already investing in private schools, trainers, nutritionists, camps, and travel, doing everything you can to help your son, but he's still not getting the level of exposure he deserves, and all that effort is going to waste. That's why I created the Football Scholarship Playbook, and inside are the exact step-by-step systems, scripts, and templates I used to earn a Division I SEC scholarship at Ole Miss at just 5'7" and 150 pounds, and that I now use to help athletes just like your son, where 89% of the players who follow this playbook earn scholarship offers. And right now, I want to send you a copy completely free. All that I ask is that you just cover shipping. So if that sounds interesting, click the link in the bio or go to gonextplay.com/free, grab your copy today, and give your son the proven system to earn the offers he deserves.
yeah, no, totally. So like, it's so good hearing it from the other side of the table, right? Like, kids are so afraid to call and not, but it's like, hey, coaches feel the same way. Like, and I get that. Like, if I'm a coach and I'm recruiting, like that's a big part of my job. I'm constantly reaching out to kids, constantly, and there's a lot of rejection, right? You're constantly getting rejected, but it's like, as a coach, you're competing against other coaches because I want to get the best guys in the door. So there's a juggling act of like, I don't want to get rejected from this kid. I got to call him. And also, like, I want to get guys to come to the school, and I want to get guys here and sign. So it's interesting to hear you say that. And I think it's really good for parents and players to hear, like, coaches feel the same way, right? And when they talk to you, talk to them with enthusiasm, show them that you care, be prepared to talk. You know what I mean? And it's
And if
not
you
that
can't,
hard.
and if you can't be prepared, you know what you need to do? If it's not that time, hey, coach, can I reschedule a time to talk to you? I'm at practice. I'm about to get ready to go to practice right now. I'll call you back at 7 o'clock. Be prompt. Now you've had a chance to go in the mirror, ask your question, pull the Richie sheet out that he gave you, and you and your mom go through it before we have a conversation. And it's I have to, like, my wife knows when I am about to have a conversation with a big time recruit, because usually those conversations happen at 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night when both parents are in the house, that you can, if any questions that need to be asked, it's imperative that we know if he a Pell kid, all that stuff matters. We need to know that he has Pell Grant. Can he receive financial aid? Because it helps shape what we're going to do financially for him when we do make that offer for him. So it's a lot of questions that got to be answered. And a lot of times the kid just don't know. But if you don't know, it's okay to say, Coach, I don't know. I just need to talk to my parents and let me get back to you. Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, you need to be able to pick the phone up and say, Coach, I really appreciate you for reaching out to us, but at this time we're not, interested in such, and we'll move on from that. And now you may call back, but because you closed the door the right way, it
Right.
makes it easier for us to open the door if you have to double back to me.
100%. Yeah, you did it the right way. You didn't just ghost. I know we live in a world where ghosting is a big thing, but don't be that guy. Don't do it. Coaches may do it to you, but that doesn't mean you do it to coaches. Crazy stat, only 21% of the people that watch our videos are subscribers. So if you enjoyed this video and you want to continue to watch it, we post a podcast on the YouTube channel every Monday. We post a coaching video or how-to video every single Wednesday. So if you want to continue to watch videos, then make sure to consider to subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.